doctor, because I want to find out who gave you the authority to be telling people I can't take pictures in my park. So I want to find out if Abood Security, working for Azar, stopping the citizens of my Republic of Trinidad and Tobago from using their park. So who gave you the authority, sir, to walk across Wildflower Park? You from Trinidad? Are you from Trinidad? Do you know what this park is? Do you know where this park came from? See this park? I want to tell you, I in my park. Let them call for backup. Tell them Philip Edward Alexander. Call Gerard Abood and Edward Abood. Tell them Philip Edward Alexander is in Wildflower Park. Now I'm trying to find out. And I'm asking today, because I stopped to read the sign. When this gentleman come across here, Gerard Abood, Edward Abood, all you hop and skip down to Wildflower Park today, you know. Because I want to know who given Hawk Security the authority to stop citizens of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago from using their park. Now they have 19 of these signs. I'm going to challenge all. I want Timothy Hamilsmith, who is Richard Azar's lawyer. The last time I was here to do a video, Timothy Hamilsmith messaged me and say, Richard Azar want to sue me for showing where he living. But Richard Azar, these people speaking on his behalf, saying he controls this park. I met with Richard Azar. Richard Azar say his workers, when they was renovating his house, find an alligator in the river, so he volunteered to clean up the park. I didn't know clean up the park mean you get control of the park, Mr. Gentleman. Richard Azar is the owner of West Mall and Dairy, among other things. There are many of these signs in this park. Who told the Horticultural Services Division that they have the authority to do that here? Look at this. I said this last time, and I don't care who you are. Richard Azar, father, is my father, mother, brother. So I talking family. My grandmother was Fadwa Azar. So I don't come to talk shit. And I am fed up of what is taking place in my country by people who have some money. Now I don't mind people trying to like themselves and spend your little money and donate, light up the trees and things. But don't tell Trinidadians they can't use the park. Don't provide seating all the way over here by Anthony P. Scott property, by Skinner Drilling property. Don't put people to sit down on freaking chairs to tell citizens that we can't use this park. This park was the overflow for the water, not Wassa, before Wassa was even contemplated. For the water that used to be stored in the hollows when Trinidad had a cholera crisis. Now, I'm not saying we don't owe Richard Azar a debt of gratitude for having his workers wrestle and remove the caiman, was it plural or caiman? To remove the caiman and the alligators that was living in this park. Because the shithounds in government don't take care of nothing. Them just get paid, taxpayers pay to maintain this park. So if the government was thieving the taxpayers' money and not taking the alligators out the river, that don't mean nobody don't get to come along and take control of the park because they remove a caiman. Now the person who just messaged me was an elderly person who was dealt with by that security guard who tried to deal with me. Now what happens in Trinidad and Tobago when I am not here with my voice? What happens to the citizens of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago when big shots take control of public parks because they wrestle an alligator, because their workers wrestle an alligator out of it? The Minister of Agriculture, under whom that horticultural ministry falls, has to answer. Is Abood's Hawk Security paying to put down those chairs and sit down in here and operate in the public's park? This is the public's park. This is not Abood Park. It's not Azar Park. And Azar could spend his money and brighten it up with some light so he could look out from his porch at night and see the public park bright, no problem. But he cannot stop people coming into this park. And he cannot hire Aboud's Hawk security to come and stop people coming in the park. That is bullshit. It is unacceptable. And I'm calling on the Minister of National Security today, Mr. Fitzgerald Dopey Fall Asleepy Hines, to tell the nation, have we become a dictatorial police state where 1%ers or people with deep pockets can put their security guards on parks? Look what they're doing. Sprinklers. We have sprinklers in the park. Who paying for these sprinklers? At a time when WASA said it is illegal to use water hoses. Who paying for these sprinklers in the park? Look at this. Look at this and tell me, Trinidad and Tobago, look at what is being done here. Look at this. Now I no doubt somebody turn on the sprinklers hoping to chase me, but they ain't know me. I'll dance in the water. I'm here to make a point. All of Trinidad and Tobago are entitled to use this park. No government minister can sell this park. Somebody has to explain why this is allowed to happen on top of everything else. On top of everything else, we're going through a drought. So poor people, if they use their hose to wash their yard, WASA could come and take the hose and the yard. But we could do this here. See why others get vexed and cuss? Every minute of the day, people has been complaining to me about how hard life is in Trinidad and Tobago. And you have to explain to me how a private security firm like Hawk Security could be securing a public car park and this security guard telling me I can't take pictures in the park. You see this place gone mad? So, I would just like to ask you, who it is told you that you had the authority to stop Trinidadians taking pictures in this park? Sorry? The owner of the park? The owner of the park are the citizens of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. This is your boss? Good day, sir. My name is Philip Alexander. I know Edward and Jared Aboud watching this video now, so they will hear your response. You are his supervisor. Who told you that anybody owns this? Who told you that anybody other than the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago own this park? And this is the bullshit that has been going on for too long in Trinidad and Tobago. So now, I have to write a letter publicly and hope that CNC3 SABGA broadcast that letter as I ask, how did this become an Aboud-occupied, Azar-owned park? Show me where the transfer took place, who had the authority to make that transfer to sell Trinidad and Tobago's park. Show me where that happened. Because I am livid when little poor people come and tell me that they get chased out of the park. I want to know who have the authority to sell this park. Was this auctioned when the Chief Justice house was auctioned and Azar bought it? Because that's what's going on in Trinidad. In Trinidad, once you have some money, you could push people aside from public property. And if Azar didn't give them that instruction, then Azar should fire Hawk. And if Aboud didn't give them that instruction, Aboud should fire them. But I know I'm talking shit when I saying that, because these two little minimum wage security guards are taking it upon themselves to stop Trinidadians using the park. So I'm saying to all of Trinidad and Tobago, regardless of what Azar spending money on, and we thank him. We thank you, Richard, for using the profits of Dairy and Westmall well, that small people spending by you. And if it's big shots like Rodeo Drive and Luna paying your rent, it's still small people paying them, those businesses, to give them money. And I want to say thanks to all. Thanks for the lighting. Thanks for the security. Do not stop Trinidadians from using this park. That going to cause a problem for all of us. Because that action is an illegal action. You cannot put security in a public park and stop citizens from using it. Timothy Hammersmith, I expect your call on behalf of your client, but I want you to know this is unacceptable, and you, as an attorney and somebody in the political space, should be advising your client that he should not be stopping citizens from using their own park. If he wants